is Bandy Creek boat harbour in Esperance. In the past we've actually spent a couple of naughty stays here when we shouldn't have. I wouldn't try it these days. But right in this spot here we had our old Bedford and our other coaster, so unfortunately I can't quite get in the same position because I was going to take a picture of this one in exactly the same spot. We're close enough. Pleasant little place, little park here, picnic tables. Don't know if that barbecue is any good, but and toilets at the back here. And there's the boat launching ramp. So it's quite a pleasant little place. Well, this is a little spot listed on Wikicamps on Mills Road. Not much to look at, I gotta say. Not very big either. And after a bit of rain, the track that goes through to the other spot is covered with water. So I'm expecting there may be one or two mozzies around tonight. And there is another spot down the end of that track that's a bit smaller than this one. The frogs certainly know the water's there. You can hear those fellas croaking away. But yeah, a bit of low-lying ground there. Don't think I'd be game to drive through that, not knowing what the bottom's like. And there is some sort of machinery going up and down the fields here at the moment. Presumably it won't be too bad at night. I just saw a caravan shoot past here. I bet you they were looking for this spot too. But, as you can see, that's the road just to my right. That's a dirt road and it's not in the greatest condition. There's lots of potholes in it. And this little site here is what's listed on Wikicamps. We're almost sitting on the spot that lists the site, a little bit further back. But it'll do for tonight, I guess. Nothing really much, but better than being right next to the highway, or at least that's what I thought until I heard the machinery behind me. I'm hoping that'll go away. Well, we started off this morning at the Mills Road site, little place in there, moved on to Ravensthorpe, filled up water, picked up some supplies, had a look around town, did a bit of filming, and now we're at the old school site at Fitzgerald. Been here a few times before, so not a lot to refilm, I guess. But you've got a nice bitumen area here, and around behind me is a big oval, and you can see there's a van at the back there. Pretty big site. We're just about to go for a ride around in the scooters and check the place out and see what's changed since we were last here. It looks as though the house is now occupied, which it wasn't before, so that's one change already. Well, this is the area at the back of Fitzgerald. It's like a big oval. It's probably the sports ground when there was a school here. The caravan's parked up here. We're a little bit further towards the front on the bitumen. It's overall one of the more pleasant spots along this road. It's a little bit off the main road, so only a few hundred yards, but that's good enough. It gives you a quiet night's sleep. No facilities here. There's an old hall which we'll take you over and have a look at, and the old house, I think it was the headmaster's house or the teacher's house, was unoccupied at one time, but it definitely looks like it's been taken over now. There's a car there and the place has been done up, which is good to see. I think that's the old hall. I think so. Now the hall's in pretty good condition and possibly still in use, although it's been a while since it's had a clean by the looks of it. There's some nice stonework there on one end of it, a bit unusual for this sort of building. Looks like it hasn't been used for a while. That's just a lot of the surfaces in there are pretty dirty, so I don't know. Hopefully it's still being used. The old cricket pitch here right in the middle of the oval. Disused for a very long time, I'd say. Oh, we spent a pleasant night at Fitzgerald, quiet, and looks like the weather's closing in on us again this morning. It's still quite windy, which makes life tough for the poor old coaster when it's pushing against the wind. At 55 kilometres away is Jerramungup, after that Ongerup, and after that Noangerup, and we hope to spend tonight in a little rest area to the east of Broome Hill. We'll see how things go, see what that looks like when we get there, and then we'll decide whether we push on or just say that's enough for the day. It's only about 160 kilometres. This trip we're driving between 150 and about 200 kilometres a day, so we're not really pushing very hard. It's taking it easy. It's meant to be a fairly easy trip once we decided we weren't going north to Norseman. Yeah, Fitzgerald is a good little rest area to spend the night in. It's just a matter of packing up. Hopefully it's not going to rain. The forecast is for no rain today, but you can't believe them. And to me, that sky says rain. So we need to get packed up fairly quickly. Oh, we just called into Jerramungup briefly. Not really going to stay. Just going to have a very quick look at the place. So I'll have a drive around. Nice little rest area here if you're passing through. Got bins, toilets, and there's a little op shop over here that opens up on Thursdays and Saturdays. Unfortunately today is Friday, so don't get a chance to see what it's like. But yeah, quite a nice mural on the side over there. We'll go and have a look at that. Yeah, quite an extensive mural. I don't know if it's painted or printed. Hard to tell. But yes, obviously a war-themed, Second World War themed mural on the side there. The poppies, soldiers, sailors, nurses, etc. So yeah, interesting addition, something we haven't seen. So it's definitely new since we were here the last time, which is quite a few years ago now. Jerramungup is very much a service town for the surrounding farming area of sort of mechanical, electrical services here. Unfortunately not much in the way of historic buildings.